Welcome, everyone, to It Tastes Different Gaming Appetizers. And we've got some news coming straight to you from the motherland. Putin has decided they're going to make their own console. So Russia is supposedly developing their own console, according to Tweakertown. It's a great name for a site, right? Tweakertown. So the supposed upcoming console has reportedly been ordered by Mr. Putin himself. He basically instructed his government to look into what is required to basically get underway to make a Russian-made gaming console and a portable handheld. Not just a console, but a portable handheld as well. So what does that mean? Do you think they'll let that be sold in the US? I highly doubt it, right? I highly doubt I'd be very suspect, because in the article, it talks about that the plan is to have Russian-made hardware and Russian-made software. It's going to run on potatoes and vodka. It's like one of those water fountains that you have in your office, except for it's got a little screw top for the vodka to sit in. And when it runs out, you got to put a new one on. That's how it survives those harsh winters. And then it's going to have to get through the sweltering heat of over here. So they got to keep that thing topped off with vodka. Their plans, they seem to be targeting plans for a release of 2026 to 2027. So that's a little ways off, a couple of years, 2 or 3 years. They're going to kind of come out at the next generation of the Xbox and PlayStation. They're going to compete. It's going to be a console for the Communist Party. They're going back to the hammer and sickle for the power button. Just when you press the power button, you're going to start hearing the Russian national anthem. That's the boot up. You got to wait for it to finish before the console fully boots up. You can't skip it. It's very funny to think of a country. I mean, we've heard of countries making games before, but I don't know if I've ever heard of a country deciding that they're going to make a gaming console. That's what they need to do in their homeland. I don't think that's going to go anywhere, to be honest with you. But Russia did just not too long ago have like a gaming competition. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. So they had a gaming competition in like 100. I thought I saw like 170 nations participated in it or something like that. So I don't know. It is very odd that this is news, but I don't know. What do you guys think of a Russian-made console? Nick, do you got your potatoes and vodka ready? Are you going to be buying this Russian-made console?
Yeah. No, I'm not. I doubt it'll come here to the U.S. for one. If it comes to fruition. I don't know if I know a long time ago, back in like 2002 or sometime around there, where Microsoft and Sony had stopped selling their games in Russia. And I don't know if that's continued, if they've started back up again, or I was trying to look to see if even consoles. I mean, not that they couldn't ship them outside of Russia, right? But inside of Russia itself, is video games or consoles in general are sold, like normal here in the U.S. So it may be maybe PC gaming is more dominant there because that's the only option. So, I guess Russia's wanting to look into making a console probably for Russia, right? To sell within the country. And people can order them from overseas, but more than likely. But I doubt they'll be shipped and sold here in the U.S. I just highly doubt that. I don't think our government would allow you to buy those. It's interesting. It makes sense if again, they don't sell Xboxes and PlayStations in Russia. If that's been, I know, because I was reading back in like 2002, it was ceased to exist, but now it's I don't know if it's there again or what. So I'm not sure what they're doing as far as the consoles that they have today, right? Like I said, it might just be primarily PC gaming, but It is what it is. That government does whatever they want to do anyway. So, more power to them, I guess. But I'm not going to be looking to buy one myself, and like I said, I highly doubt that it would come to the U.S. anyway. So I don't suspect it to. Shane, what do you think, buddy?
Oh man, I cannot wait to be Putin in the disc. So, it's funny. I don't think I don't think it will come to fruition like you were saying here in the States. It'd probably end up going like North Korea and some other isolationist areas, but I don't have a problem with it because I don't have a problem against Russia itself. I just have a problem with the political stuff. So if you take that out of account, you probably get you a free bear or something when you order the console. Um, it is interesting though that it's fairly detailed what they are talking about. They have a plan. They have a time frame. They basically state what they want, a handheld and a home console. Now, I don't know. I don't know of anything besides oil that Russia really puts out to the rest of the world. So I don't know what their infrastructure manufacturing or anything like that really puts. I think they're big in steel as well, but I'm not sure. Um, so, uh, but this subject is more funny than anything because you don't associate technology with Russia. You don't associate video gaming with Russia. Now, there are some Russian game developers out there. There's the Ukrainian developers, the ones that are making. Oh, poop! I've been looking. Stalker 2. Are they a Russian? Are they a Russian developer or are they Ukrainian developer? I can't keep that in track. Ukrainian. Okay.
Yeah, they're
close enough. So close enough if you're Putin. So
there's kind of a war going on right now.
Well, if you look through Putin's eyes, they're all mine. So it's interesting because I would not have expected Russia, of all people, to be putting anything out like that. Even the concept or ideal, because it just doesn't seem like a Russian thing. But then again, I don't think anybody ever expected Microsoft to drop a console and be as popular as it is. Granted, it's lost a lot of luster from a lot of people, but it's interesting because I would order one just to say I have it. I would. I love consoles. I got consoles. I'm not saying I would order it, if I knew there was some bloodshed on it. I'm just saying, it'd be kind of cool to have the whatever they call it, the Rupel box or the, Borscht box. I don't know. I mean, it's just interesting. I wish we did know more, and I wish the time frame wasn't out as far. But here's my question to you two. What would be a good launch game? Nukes?
War games.
War games.
Would you like to play a game?
I just find it freaking hilarious. I'm just trying to think of all the really cool titles, and everything I come up with is from Family Guy. So.
Yep, Simpsons already did it. You can't go there. Simpsons already did it, right?
Damn it, Simpson. Damn you, Homer.
Right.
So, what about you, Pat? Would you pick up the Putin box 2000?
I'd be afraid it would turn my other consoles communist if I brought them in here. Have a revolt on my hands.
Annex my PlayStation.
Annex my PlayStation. Yeah, it's trying to invade Xbox next. Switch is, PlayStation and Switch tried to join forces, but they got overrun. I don't know. I wouldn't buy one. No, I very highly doubt, with the security concerns going on today, that you would even be able to get anything like that here in the U.S. It'd be bootleg or under the radars or something if you would get one in here. Highly illegal, probably. I don't know. I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't know. I I don't know if we would regulate it or not if they made one. I mean, we let all kinds of they're not known for like their technology exports, are they? They're more like you said, they're more like hardware materials, like
Industrial.
energy and industrial,
Yeah.
like energy, industrial, and I think they do a lot of like machinery and equipment and chemicals. They don't do a whole lot of like electronics. That's why they don't think of electronics in Russia. So just foodstuffs, agricultural things like that. That's what you think of when you think of Russia, because they have a very large land mass. So, yeah. So I don't know. I don't really want to support them. So I probably wouldn't, just because that would be supporting them and in all the crappy, corrupt things they do. Right. I mean, I don't know. How could you trust something that, I mean, hell, I would even have a hard time trusting a game console my own country put out. The USA made the Screaming Eagle console, and I'd be like, and I'm probably not buying it. It's the Old Glory console, the red, white, and blue console. I'm like, I don't think I'd buy that. They're gonna be spying on me more than they already do.
I'm so glad you didn't go where I
went. Yeah.
Hey, America's Army was a fun game, even though it was more of a
full spectrum
tool.
warrior. Yeah.
American Army. I remember that one. Yep, it was fun.
So here's
what's funny. I remember when that game came out, they had a competition at the colleges, like an esports competition when I was younger, and I went to it, and there were recruiters there. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just here to have fun and play games. I'm like, I already went to school, I have a tech degree, I don't need to go to the Army. Well, we're looking for people who are already educated. I'm like, I bet you are, but that's not me, So, but I don't know. I wouldn't trust the console from my own government. That's a private entity thing, because they're out to make money. Anything government puts their hands into is just a shit show. The government would put something out that's busted, and then it's like, hey, this thing costs $500, but then there's patches that you have to pay extra for. They would subscription the hell out of it, and then who knows what all kinds of freaking spyware, malware is on that thing just to watch you. Did you hear?
But it'll come with fireworks and a Kid Rock CD.
Right. Yeah. It'll be one of those things, political tools. 20 years from now, they'll be like, do you, Shane Esterhold, running for government office, remember when you were playing with these two people and you made these comments? They'll be like, we don't need somebody like that in office.
I will do just like our politicians do now. I know what you're talking about.
Deny it.
Those aren't my words. That was AI. Wasn't me.
Yeah, we're just headed towards idiocracy.
You are. This one goes in your mouth. This one goes in your butt. Oh, sorry. Wrong way.
Wait a minute.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I wouldn't buy one just because I don't want to support that regime. It is my personal opinion, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I think what they're doing over there is wrong. And so I wouldn't want to support them myself. But at the same time, it's a novelty thing, like Shane said, maybe once you can bring in a whole cart of, you'll be able to bring in a freaking dump truck full of ruples to buy it, So I don't know. It's an odd thing that I guess they have some countries that would support them, right? Like China and Venezuela and North Korea, but North Korea can't afford to put food on the table, but yet everybody's going to have a gaming console in North Korea. So,
well, just the leader.
Well, the leader can't keep Russia war machine moving with just him unless he's buying. So that's how they're going to smuggle the nuclear weapons out of North Korea gaming consoles. They're going to make the Russian gaming consoles.
Dirty
piece
nuke
by
in the
piece.
Putin box.
Yeah. Every Putin box comes with a dirty nuke, right? Yep. I don't know. It seems so outlandish and ridiculous that it's almost too funny to be true. But everything you hear coming out of that place just seems too outlandish to be true. They're good at a couple of things, and that's tank top tossing and just a few other things. But what else are they going to be good at? Are they going to be good at consoles? I don't know. Do you think they're going to be able to build something that rivals Sony and Microsoft?
Anybody that could teach a bear to ride a unicycle, buddy, they can do anything.
Anybody who can wrestle a bear, I guess, can build a console, right?
If you can wrestle a bear, you can build a console.
Build a console. Hey, if you can wrestle a vodka-infused bear, you can build a console. I don't know. That's the next outlandish movie. Remember, you had Cocaine Bear. Now you got Vodka Bear. Vodka Bear versus Cocaine Bear.
Yeah,
Which
but
bear
Vodka
is
Bear
bigger?
just lays on the couch yelling at his wife and kids.
There's so many jokes and such bad taste, but I don't know. I think it's outlandish and it sounds over the top. But I mean, a couple of years ago, didn't Russia say they were making their own game engine? I thought. And a couple of years ago, I thought Russia said they were trying to make a game engine.
That's
what I thought I remember
familiar.
hearing. Oh yeah, it just popped into my head. I'm like, I thought they were making a game engine. So now they're making a game engine and a game console and games. You know, they're all going to be Putin exclusives. He's going to be the only one that ever owns one, the only one that ever has any of the games. So I don't know. It just seems outlandish to me, and I have nothing else but puns and Russian jokes for this one. I don't know about you guys. You guys got anything else on this one before we Putin it to bed?
Duh.
All right. Well, let us know down in the comments. Do you want to own a Russian-made console in your house? What are you going to do when it annexes your PlayStation and Xbox? Let us know down in the comments. And you've made it to the end of this episode. Maybe we just treat this like communism, where you need to hit that subscription button. There is no free will. Just hit that button. No, I'm just kidding. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, get notified every time we put out new videos. And we hope you enjoyed this episode and hope to catch you in the next one.
До свидания.